Hello everyone, this is Hendrix from Starseed Talk. I'm talking to Narida in Australia, and we're going to talk about her awakening and all of her frustrations with humans. Go, introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. I'm Narida and I live in Byron Bay, Australia. And yeah, I have a few frustrations with the human.
What kind of frustrations do you have with them?
Yeah, okay. So I feel like my main frustration, there's a few, but I feel like my main one would just be the selfishness. I reckon would be number one. Like, I get so confused by their behavior. Like, they act in certain ways, and I'm like, I don't know, I just don't get it, you know?
Hmm. We're talking about their ego too.
Well, I guess so, yeah. I mean, like, even, good friends that I have can just be, like, I just find, like, can be, like, really manipulative. And, like, every time, like, they lie or try and be manipulative, like, I can see straight through it, like, straight away, just, like, with their energy.
Hmm.
And, yeah, and I don't know. I think, especially today, I'm just feeling, like, a bit frustrated because, I don't know, like, I just wouldn't behave in that way, you know?
Yeah, so humans, so how starseeds are, how we are off-world, what we're used to friendship-wise, humans are very backstabbing, betrayal, selfish, and full of ego, and it's hard for us to
Right.
understand how they treat their friends because where we come from, it's very odd. And how do you find them selfish? Is it like what they're all about themselves and they don't put their friends first, or how does it work?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of like think of I mean pretty much, yeah. It's just like putting themselves first. Do you know what I mean? It's like I
Mhm.
find that, like, in my life, like, yeah, I'm kind of more like sought by others, and they're really caring towards like animals and people and stuff like that, and not seeing them behave in the same way, just like it confuses me more than anything, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Like I don't
for humans to ascend to higher dimensions, they have to learn the ultimate choice is they have to be service to others, not self-serving. That's the
right.
biggest trick here. And that's why a lot of humans are not ascending to the five dimension, because five dimension is perception, and
Yeah.
have to be self-serving to others. And that's shedding ego and selfishness, which is very hard for humans to do. So
But like, okay, so why do you think it's hard for them to do? Like, is it because they're young?
Humans are a very child race. They're only about 450,000 years old of the modern day Homo sapien bodies they have currently. It's all about the consciousness. So, like, say for example, this is a prison planet, and they live and work their jobs, and then they die with doing no spiritual
Yeah.
ascension. Then they have to reincarnate into a new body and repeat the whole life system in a new life, in a new body, and new friends and family, all that stuff, and doing that over thousands of lifetimes. And that's eons have passed. They have done zero to little spiritual growth, so they're always the same person in
But like,
essence in every
so those
lifetime.
thousands of lives that they keep repeating, like, are they not learning anything?
They're just repeating the same mistakes. It's called karma. So they're always repeating the same mistakes and not learning their lesson, and then have to reincarnate and do it all over again. That's what hell is. Hell is living those same lifetimes in essence over and over again, and not
So is this
progressing.
hell?
Pardon?
Are we in hell? Are we in hell?
This is hell, yeah. This. There's nothing worse than
Yeah,
Earth.
okay. I thought so. It
Yeah.
certainly feels like it.
There's nothing worse than reincarnating over and over again and watching loved ones die of old age or death or sickness
Yeah.
and pain and
So
suffering over and
my
over again.
my dad, who, like, so I feel like I've been awake since I was like a pretty small child, right? Like, I've never eaten animals. I've always known that that was wrong, and always been like super empathetic. And the one person right, that I felt like I was okay here being with was because I had my dad. And then last year, he died completely out of the blue. He had a cardiac arrest and he died on the spot. And like, it fucked me up so bad. And
I'm
like,
sorry to
that's
hear
what I
that.
don't get, because I'm like, I don't understand what that lesson is for me.
Well, can I teach you something right now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just listen, sweetheart. So in every lifetime, your parents, or what you are, your parents are just playing your parents in this lifetime. If you
Yeah,
understand what death truly is, there's no such thing as death. So
I know.
the only thing that died was just his body. His soul energy lives on into the next place and lives a new life. So that's why when death happens around me, I'm just like, oh, I'm excited for them. I'm like, oh, awesome, they get to go to the next place. They don't have to be here anymore, right? So I'm cheering
I'm
for them, right?
so pumped for that's the thing. I'm so happy for my dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am. And I know he's at peace and I feel that from him. But I fucking hate it for me so much.
You can meditate on him. When people that I know that die, I meditate and I could see them. They're usually standing on pyramids and they're making a
Really.
conscious decision whether they want to reincarnate here or go to the next place. So
Okay. Yeah.
this is unfortunately, this world is a learning lesson. This world will break a lot of people, and a lot of starseeds that I train that come here, they come here with smiling faces because they're so excited to live the third dimensional life on Earth, and I just laugh at them like that smile is gonna go away. Just give
So
it a couple of
quickly.
years. Huh?
No. Yeah, so quickly. And that's
Oh
the thing,
yeah,
it's
Earth
like
will break
just when
most
I
people.
felt like I was okay with like being here and I'm like, I've got this, and going through all the ascension fucking shit since, like, especially since 2012, and I like had my full awakening, and like just like the physical aspect of like like releasing all that trauma and generational trauma. And just when I felt like I had a hand on things, then it's like my dad was like, he died. And it
Hmm.
like, and then I felt like I had to start all over again, you know?
Hmm. Is your mom around?
I don't know. It just feels like, yeah. Hey?
Pardon?
Sorry, what did you say?
Is your mom still around too?
Yeah, she is, but like my sister and I grew up with my dad. Like my mom, it's really weird because my mom is so like awake. She always has been, right? Like even when we were kids, she'd say some shit that I was like, she's crazy, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
about like aliens, and she was always listening to David Icke and stuff like that. But my mum, I guess from her trauma, has like massive, like huge, like mental issues. And so we probably spent about 80% of our time like growing up with dad, because she just couldn't handle being a mum. So she is
Mm-hmm.
around, but it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I lost like the one person that I was like okay with being on this planet with, you know?
But that's also look at the other side of it. That's also a lesson for you to learn though, because with the turmoil and all the shit that's going to come up here the next 5 years on Earth is going to teach you need to learn how to live with loss and
Yeah.
be stronger and move forward with it. You'll see your
Yeah.
dad again, like you will. So you can see him in multi dimensions where he's still alive in different lifetimes that you exist in, and
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I definitely feel that. And I have like, I feel like I have seen him a couple of times, you know, like when I've gone to sleep and, you know, like I know that I've seen him at least 2 or 3 times. Um, and yeah, and do you know, it's weird. Like it has made me stronger, definitely, for sure. But then yeah, I don't know. It's hard at the
you
same
know what the
time, isn't
best
it?
thing about a starseed is, sweetheart? Nothing will ever break you.
Sometimes I feel like I get pretty close.
Yeah, you get pretty close, but it doesn't break you. Yeah,
Sometimes I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm like guys, I'm like literally at my breaking point. I'm like, you took my dad. I'm like, I feel like it's a lot of days I have no friends and I feel so alone. You know, I
You're
feel like
never
it's like
alone.
10 years ago. I feel like I,
That's sweetheart, don't ever say that again because you have no idea. Like, look at this, for example. You're a volunteer that came here, free will choice to incarnate on Earth. Your resume is so great and so grand of all the incarnations you ever had in your entire existence. This is nothing. You have to remember that. You are not put in the harm's way where you can never not handle anything here. It's just a perception of
yeah,
your humanity that is bringing you down, and the emotions is just a chemical reaction in your brain. It's not even a real thing. It's just a body thing. You're not
yeah,
alone. We're all here for you. Just because we're a plane ride away doesn't mean that we're
yeah, I know.
not here for each other.
Oh my God, thank God for the internet, honestly. Oh, I think I'd go crazy.
It's so good. You just need more like-minded people around you. Like you met me,
No.
we're friends, or
I
you
know,
have
that's
lots.
so
You have
nice.
friends. You tried calling me that day when you were in trouble and you don't even know me, but you knew that I would understand you because we're both awakened, right? So
I know. I was like, I feel like you would understand like the situation that I went through. I was like, yeah, I rang you because I was like, I feel like you would understand, like, you know,
so
how
that's the
insane
best
it is
thing.
for me to
All
move from.
starseeds that are listening to this eventually, it's funny though. Like all starseeds don't even have to meet like know each other. We can talk to any starseed, and we just
Yeah,
know how to know each other. Like it's crazy. Like we just
yeah,
it's like we all know each other off world, and we're just here in our body experience. So.
yeah. So funny, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, it's the humans that don't feel familiar to me.
You have to hold yourself in a higher standard of regard of respect to yourself. So it's just like how we had to talk earlier about like humans being selfishness and their ego and all that stuff and how their betrayal. You need to choose the people that you input into your life so you can have a better, stronger view on life. So
Yeah. I mean, it's just hard when there's not a lot of star seeds around, you know.
that's because your input is
Sometimes I'm
off.
like, is it just easier to have like no human friends than to like put up with their bullshit?
Sweetheart,
Like, I
I
don't
bet
know.
you there's a lot of Australian star seeds walking right next to you, but your input is, I'm going to be honest, is fucking terrible because your
Yeah,
output is
but it
just
is
garbage.
today. I know it is today.
No,
But
no, no. I'm just, hey,
I'm
sweetheart,
having a
just,
hard day today.
I know, but just always, everything you do in life, even on the worst days, that's where you need to practice your input the most. And nothing will ever break you. And it's just emotions. Like I finally figured out how to control my emotions about 3 years ago. Now people call me emotionless because I just turn them off. I know it's just a chemical. If you understand human biology and human reaction and like all everything, you can easily
I know,
control it.
but I feel like there's only so much that like one soul can take though. Do you know what I mean? It's like took
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad and then like I have to be here on this fucking slave planet. And it's like it's just too much sometimes.
I was in your state of mind probably 4 years ago, I'm thinking, or 3 years ago, where I got really low. Like I'm not saying you're gonna get to this point, but I got really low where I was crying and super depressed, and I gave up, and I just told whoever was watching me above there that I'm gonna kill myself. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be on the slave planet. And I was making peace with everything before I left, and then I was ripped out of my body instantly, and sat in front of a bunch of aliens were in front of me, and they're just like, if you kill yourself in this lifetime, you're gonna have to reincarnate and do it all
Well,
over again.
give me that.
Well, you have to be
I'm
serious,
not
and they
fucking
will they
coming
will
back.
come to
I'm
you.
not coming back.
You're a starseed, sweetheart. There, you have called what they call guardian angels. Call them, and they will come visit you in your sleep and stuff. And they will just be like, "I'm done. I need motivation. I need your help," and they will answer your call. They will, if you actually ask for it.
Like I'm done. Like I feel like I'm done. It's like I don't even know what else could be taken away from me at this point. You know?
It's okay, babe.
I just,
We'll get through this together. I'll be there for you.
thank
I'm not gonna
you.
I'm not gonna abandon any of my starseed brothers and sisters. I'd rather fight for you guys than any human on the planet. So
Yeah. Anyway.
it's all good. You can call me anytime of the day, and we'll talk, and we'll get you through this. You're not alone. Don't worry. we're all in this together. We all,
Thank you.
for the fucking funny thing is that I found out probably a couple years back that we all came here with free will of choice. I thought that was a sick joke, but apparently it's true.
Why the fuck did I do this?
I don't
I'm
know.
like, I can't believe this was
You
my
did
choice.
it.
I can't believe this was my choice. I'm like, did
Yeah.
I actually know how hard it would be? Like, did I? Because I feel like if I knew, I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Apparently, before we incarnate into these bodies, our entire lifetime is laid out for us from start to middle until end, and
Yeah, I've heard
we know
this.
exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to
Yeah,
happen,
I've heard
and
this.
yeah, and then we say yes or no to it.
I know, so that's what's like so weird because obviously, like, I feel that that is true, and I'm like, okay, so obviously, like, I agreed to my dad like dying at this time, so I could like then go through all of that to level up to the new, you know, position and like.
Sweetheart, there's worse stories than you. I have starseeds that tell me this thing. Why did I free will choice for my parents to rape me? Why would I go through that?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So you have to remember, I have to tell starseeds, while when you're in a soul form, your perception is so much different than being in a body perception. So when you're in a
Yeah.
soul form, you have no feelings, you have no emotions, you have no fear, hatred, love, excitement, nothing. You're just existing. So when you go into a
Yeah.
body, all the emotions your experience of that are influencing your decisions and all your perception is just chemical based. It's not even a
Yeah.
real
Okay.
thing. So
No.
when you leave your body after your incarnation, you're gonna be like, oh, it wasn't that bad, because your perception is completely different than what being in the shit. It's like being
It
in a
wasn't
bad.
that bad. It
It's
wasn't that bad.
well, think about it. Like you're like it's like being in a bad relationship and you don't know it until you leave the
Yeah,
relationship, and then
that's
you're like,
actually
oh,
a
okay.
very good point because you don't know it until you leave, and then you're like, oh.
You're a fucking starseed, my friend. Nothing will break you. You just, today's a bad day, but the rest of the days we're gonna have good days.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember,
And not all
eight,
days are like today. You know, it's just like everything like kind of comes together, and then I'm just like, I want out. I'm like, I want to go back home, you know?
yeah. Well, I have apparently I have this is a 91-year tour for me, and I'm only 33, so I got to quite. I'm not even halfway through.
Oh no. Shit.
Yeah, but you have to remember, we're alive for billions of years, so only 91 years is just like a blink of existence. It's really
No,
nothing.
100%.
So
Like, I know that. But the thing is, and the other thing that I find weird as well, I don't know if you have found this, but for me, like, time has started feeling really, really different, especially lately. Like, especially in the last few months. Like, in the past few years, yes. But in the past few months, like, time has started feeling very, very different for me. Have you felt that?
time,
Yeah.
I feel
Like, I feel like it's faster.
faster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my problem I'm having lately is I'm not present anymore. I'm speaking to a human, but I'm off in another world somewhere, and I lose interest in this conversation
Well,
because it's too
fair
slow
enough.
for me.
Fair enough. I
Hmm.
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. It definitely is like a blink of an eye. But like when you're in the human body, you know.
Hmm. Hmm. So let's talk about how you like living amongst the humans.
It's interesting because say like 10 years ago.
I love how you laughed before you said anything.
Because I was just like
That's all you had to say.
because I was just thinking about it, right? So I'm 34 human years old now.
You're 34?
So when I was say I'm 34.
I thought you were
So
24.
when I was 20, no, I'm 34. I'm 34.
Oh, I'm 33. Okay, you're older than me. I thought you were 24.
No, I'm 34. Um, yeah, before when you said you're a baby, I was like, oh, I'm technically older than you.
Well, I'm probably older than you in soul years.
Okay. I was was going to say it's not a competition, but I don't know. I guess we won't know for now. Maybe you
It's
are.
always a competition.
No, I feel like it's a competition as well. I'm definitely older than everyone else around me here. No, I'm 34 in human years. But when I was 24, like I had like a massive group of friends, right? And I was out like every night of the week, like partying, drinking, like on the coke, everything, life of the party. And I didn't even like really, like, I mean, I always knew that I like wasn't from here, and I always like was awake to the whole like slave system, everything, like much before that. But now, especially in the last few years, like, yeah, my circle's gotten so much smaller. So much
Oh
smaller.
yeah. But that's a good thing. That's my personal choice. Like me, I have like 3 human friends that I get along with. And
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, I have
fully.
a
I
lot of
have like 2.
associations.
Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't even think I have a best
Yeah. And
friend
it's
actually.
interesting because like my sister, yeah, I thought I had a best friend, but then I realized that I didn't. And then like my human sister, who's so lovely and always like looks out for me. She's like older than me in human years, but so much younger than me in soul years. She's always like, oh, I just feel worried about you because you always used to have so many friends and you were so social, and like now you're not like that. And I'm like, don't be worried.
Hmm.
I'm like, it's better this way, you know?
Yeah. No, it's like most of my best. Actually, sorry, I do have best friends. They're my cats. I'm so connected to animals. It's not even funny. Like
Yeah, the
I wish.
cat.
Yeah, they're my best buddies. They like me. If
Yeah,
I
the
could just
animals.
live
Like
alone the
I'm
rest of my life, it'd be
100%
amazing.
here for the animals. I'm all about it.
Mhm. Yeah, there's
That's the
actually
only reason why I feel grateful that I'm here, is because I feel like I'm here to help animals, which I do full time.
yeah. There's a
Um,
lot of starseeds that are incarnated here actually just for animals and for Earth. They actually don't even give 2 shits about humans. So there's a lot of
oh my
starseeds
god,
that
I feel
actually
like
live
that's
underwater.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about the animals.
Well, yeah. I always tell humans, I'm like, if there was a button to wipe out all mankind and save the animals, I would push that button in a second without even
Oh my god, in like 1.5 seconds.
I wouldn't even
I wouldn't
hesitate.
even have to think about
Yeah, I wouldn't even call my mom and
it.
say I
Yeah,
love you.
me
I'll just go
neither.
push the button.
Love you, mum. Bye.
Yeah. Well, it's so fun. It's so fucked up though. Like if you look at what the universe is, death is a lie. Even Jesus used to say that. So really, if there's a mass extinction, that's just a fear thing. Like that's not even a real thing because your soul leaves that
Yeah,
body, is going to go incarnate
yeah,
into a new body somewhere else. So what the fuck is the big deal? And that's honestly I think that's the perception of what the world elites like the Illuminati and Cabal are thinkable, because they know the
that's
truth.
how
They
they
know they
like
can transfer
control
consciousness to
everyone.
body to body.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're like we need another flood. We need, because we want to save this earth. So like their perception is a lot higher because they have so much more knowledge. If humans
yeah,
found out, hey, uh, reincarnation's a real thing. So like if we want to save the world, we need to get rid of like 50% of the world population. So we're going to create this fake virus thing and kill a bunch of people
Bill
off.
Gates.
That technically is not wrong doing, because we had a great flood which wiped out 90% of the population, restarted mankind. So you know that's not really a terrible idea, right? Because someone has to make that decision for
Yeah,
us, because
for
we're
sure.
not
But
making that
I feel
decision.
like it's like his intention behind it, and the whole control thing is like what is wrong.
Well, there's always going to be it's just human. There's like humans. There will always be control and will always be corruption with power. That's what humans are.
No, no,
So
hold up, though, because when you say that, that can't always be the way. Like these motherfuckers are waking up. I feel.
yeah, we're waking up, but like for example, like if we wake up and we're like, oh, fuck the Dracos and fuck the reptilians, let's go into war against them. The Dracos and reptilians don't even have to put a boot on the ground. They can just throw an asteroid to the planet and kill us all. Like
It's true.
what where are we gonna, even with the Illuminati Cabal, they're thousands of years more advanced of technology
Yeah.
than the average human being here because they made it that way. What the fuck are you gonna do? Nothing.
But okay, that's true. But then why are they like shitting themselves right now?
I don't know, because
They
they don't
don't
want to
want
deal with
to wake up.
consequences.
Yeah.
Well,
I have hope. I have hope for this planet. As much as I'm like struggling to be here, I do have hope.
this is a spiritual battle, not a military battle. Like, this is what I'm trying to come
No,
down to.
100%.
Yeah, so it's just the only
Yeah,
thing we can ever win on is spirituality. We can never win fist
yeah.
to fist, fight to fight, money to
No,
money.
definitely not.
Nothing. Never gonna happen. So
But
there's no
that's
any
why
point
I
in
feel
trying.
like they're scared right now, is because people are waking up and like, you know, finding out about the kids and the pedophilia and stuff. And it's like, that's what they're most afraid of, right? It's not like going to war. It's like people informed
There's
and
a
awake.
lot of people that are fucking so scared of the truth that they'd rather live in denial and live in the bubble of the lie, because that's what they know since their birth. So like, if
Yeah.
you tell a human, religion's a lie, that we were created by reptilians as a food source, blah blah blah, and there's actual fucking proof, they're like, if no, Jesus made us. Oh, I love Jesus, because it's so much more
But even
comforting
if
for
there
them,
is
right?
proof, they're still like, no, that can't be real.
Well, if, for example, here's irony, right? People in Canada, if you don't wear a mask, they're like, you're putting my health at risk. But then you see that person go through the McDonald's drive-through and get a McDonald's meal,
Yeah, that's so fucked
right?
up.
Like
So
that, like,
wait,
what the
in
fucking
Canada,
irony in that?
are you expected to wear masks out in Canada?
They're making it mandatory in Walmart starting here next week, and then that's just the fucking. And Alberta, they made it mandatory for everyone, but they didn't get the. It just makes no sense. Like it's, if you're pitting health risks, then why are you still selling fast food? Why the fuck are you pitting sugar in all fucking foods, baby foods, all the
Well,
vending
it's
machines in
bullshit.
school systems? Why are you fucking injecting cancers into our vaccines at childbirth? If you really fucking cared about our health, then why the
Yeah,
fuck are you still selling Coca-Cola and
yeah.
Pepsi's at health food stores? I walk into a fucking health food store and they're selling Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I'm like, what the
Not at
fuck
a
is
health
wrong
food
with you?
store.
No, but it's such a hypocrite. I'm so fed up to the point where this control system, they're tightening it so much that I'm gonna start fucking slapping and punching people out that are so stupid, because it's so irritating for me to even be
No.
here with, and then watch one of my Starseed sisters crying on Zoom right now because she's so fed up with here. And humans do not give a flying fuck about
Yeah, they
anything.
don't.
Humans don't even care that there's over 800,000 kids that go missing per year in the United States alone. 5 million per year worldwide kids go missing every year. And no one gives a flying fuck. That's 2,000 kids per day in the United States that go missing, and not even one fucking stink of it. COVID deaths,
And then if
one
you say
per
to
month.
them, if you give them proof of like maybe where they're going, you know, for the energy
They
source
can.
eating, then they're like,
Oh.
no.
Could you imagine if humans fucking found out that there's actually reptilians that live inside inner Earth, and they use humans to fucking bring them children, and return the reptilians give them power and fame and money? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Like, if they actually knew that fucking truth, Paul Hellyer,
But
the
you know
Defense
what?
Center of Canada, tried to
Obviously,
tell people
people
that
are.
shit.
But obviously, people are finding out, because even if you go on Instagram with the like on the celebrities Instagram stuff, like they've all turned the comments off. They're blocking everyone. They're
If they're
nervous.
if they're blocking stuff on the internet, here's full disclosure for you fucking humans right now. That is called, they're hiding the fucking truth. I go on Facebook. I've been banned a few times. A few of my friends are banned. A bunch of my Starseed friends are banned on Instagram for posting these videos we're talking about, and it says, "Oh, it's discriminatory. It's hateful speech.
Yeah.
It's not religious. It's not the normal thing." Well, fuck the norm. All the Starseeds that will eventually live this, or watch this podcast when you give me permission to post it, you guys need to start being the teachers and the liberators and to fucking throw the first punch, because this is getting to the point where I'm fucking fed up with this shit, man. I'm fucking gonna
Dave,
blow a lid. I'm so
Dave,
angry with humans, how
Dave.
dumb they are. I'm so angry
So
how,
fucking dumb. They're so dumb.
oh, humans are fucking the dumbest species
Like
on
they
the planet.
literally, like not only do they not know they're enslaved, they stick up for the people enslaving them. Like I said last night when I was like when I was at this bar, and my friend was sticking up for the person having a go at me for walking slowly to the toilet, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, do you actually think I'm going to spread corona, like, because I'm walking slowly? I'm like, what, corona knows if I'm walking slowly as opposed to if I'm walking quickly?
Oh my God. In Canada, okay, you go to Walmart during COVID back in like May or March or April, they have the fucking bathrooms open. People are going in and out of the bathroom using the toilet seats. There's no one cleaning it. People are fucking picking up loaves of bread, putting it down. Other people are picking it up. People are shoulder to shoulder, and they close down clubs, hockey rinks. They close down.
Oh,
They close down soccer fields. They're arresting people that are swimming in lakes because of COVID. But you can go to a
yeah.
grocery store and fucking touch a loaf of bread that 100 people just touch, and that is okay. What? How fucking dumb is and stupid is that? Like
It's so dumb.
I licked
That's what I mean.
door handles at Walmart and was fucking fine. Now they're gonna fucking make forced vaccinations in September. Like I will live in pure anxiety with that shit in my body. Go fuck yourself. I'm never putting that self in my body. Whoever supports that, there's radio shows in Canada. They're like that old men are like, oh, everyone needs to get vaccinated because it puts old people at risk. Fuck the old people. Hurry up and go fucking die for all I care. All you've done is
I know.
live in the
I
slave
feel
system
bad
and
for
done
people,
nothing.
but they already like either fucking stay home or die, because
Yeah.
I'm not living my life because you cunts are scared of some virus with a 99.96 survival rate. You know.
Yeah. But
And
hey,
then that's the thing, like, they have
2,000
these
kids just got
fucking,
kidnapped today for sex slavery. Just let you know.
yeah, but no one gives a fuck. And they have those
No one gives a
screens
fuck.
up
Yeah.
like the supermarket and or your Walmart, you know. But then they touch all your shit, and I'm like, are people not putting two and two together? Or they think because there's a screen in front of them, they're fine after they touch all your shit, and then you take it home.
Oh,
like,
dude, like the
like,
COVID thing is. Oh,
do you
honestly,
have to fucking be?
the COVID thing is like I look at a human, I'm like, or humans, like as a society, if you fall for this COVID thing and get max vaccinations, you deserve to be enslaved for the
100%.
rest of your entire incarnation. And then I
I'm
want
saying,
you to die and reincarnate again and relive it all over again while I fucking go back home and throw a rock at this planet so I never have to hear about your picture ever again. Like it's almost so pathetic. And then no one, and you know the funny thing?
pathetic.
Everyone is thinking about this, like how fucked up this is, but no one is saying anything because it's wrong. For example, I made a fucking post on Facebook about Black Lives Matter. I'm like, this has nothing to do with racism at all because I have lots of black friends and brown friends and Asian friends. But I think black people are being divas about this fucking Black Life movement because a week before Floyd got killed, there was a white woman that got taser death by police and not one fucking riot. Who fucking cares? Like we were all slaves in if human culture throughout the entire world of our history, we were all slaves.
So annoying. I'm the same. I'm like, you guys are so retarded. I'm like, do you not see we're all slaves? Like we're all one. Like they're trying to divide us, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, and after that post, there's so many comments.
So mad.
So many comments. You're a racist piece of shit. You're a racist. You fucking hate black people. I'm like, look at the comment I wrote. There's nothing racist about what I said. Your perception is trained to fucking call people like me racist because I spoke the fucking truth, and you guys are rioting over nothing. And guess what? The government told black people to go. They have the right to go out and riot and protest. Well, they obviously don't care if COVID is real. They don't care if you're gonna fucking die.
But that's what I mean. Don't you think this is the craziest thing of all, right? Is like this COVID shit. But they're like, oh, but it's fine to go and riot. I'm like,
they
oh
like,
God, like
there's some
not seeing that it's like they're like, oh, you have to socially distance, and you're an asshole if you don't wear a mask, but you can go out and fucking burn people's houses down and destroy shit.
Oh, it's just enough is enough, man. It's destroying so many lives and businesses, and it's just
crazy.
Fucking it's just.
This is why I'm like, that's why I called you, because I was having one of these days. Like sometimes I can deal with it, do you know what I mean? And I'm okay, and I'm like, oh, I have faith, it's all gonna be fine. And then other days, like today, I'm like losing my shit. Where it's like,
sweetheart, you're doing what you're doing wrong.
Why did I even come here to help you?
You need to have faith in yourself and worry about yourself and lead by example. No more teaching or trying to help people. And if they choose to look up to you and ask for help, then you help. But don't let it drain you anymore. Don't let it like ruin your day.
Okay, that's fine, right? I get that. But like, what about like the few friends that I still choose to hang out with? See, this is my other problem. I'm like, Okay. So I have a couple of friends I still hang out with that are lovely people, but not awake. And then yesterday, after that incident happened, when I walked to the bathroom slowly and they tried to kick me out because I wasn't walking fast enough because of this fucking virus, and they thought I was the one being a selfish asshole, I'm like, fuck you guys then. I want to like cut you out of my life. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just be like isolated until everyone wakes up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's confusing.
It's all confusing. Nothing makes sense anymore. It's just, and people have no idea how long this is gonna last. This is gonna last fucking years. No more music
Yeah.
festivals, nothing. You can kiss everything goodbye. Like the borders aren't even opening back up until next year now. It's just like,
Well, this is the thing, like, even in Australia, like, we have like 7 borders, and I live in northern New South Wales on the border to Queensland. Like, the border to the next state is about 30 minutes away, and we are not allowed to go there. Like, we're literally dividing ourselves within the country.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And so it's hard to always most days I actually am positive and I'm fine. But then, yeah, I have these days where I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like, what was the point of coming here? These guys are idiots. The humans are idiots.
Humans, the funny thing about humans, I always thought about them, is humans always ask, you know how dumb humans are? And I'm sorry
So
if humans are
dumb.
watching this. No, but I'm gonna pick them on. I'm gonna make fun of them on this. I actually see TV shows or commercials saying this question: are we alone in the universe? And I'm just like, based on numbers and statistics and math alone, it's mathematically
No.
impossible for you to be alone in the universe. So stop asking that question. Okay. And the very
Yeah.
fact, some fucking idiot commented
Yeah.
on one of these posts. He's like, oh, you're a fucking fake. You're not a starseed. Why would starseeds be on YouTube? Why would an alien be on a YouTube channel? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're such a sheep and blah blah. And then some from fucking government official from the American government messaged
What
me
would they
saying,
be on
oh,
then?
you're a lie. You're a lie. Yeah.
Really? So what would you be on then?
Apparently I'm lying all the time, and I'm just taking my
Oh,
hour out
okay.
of my day to yeah. This is all scripted, by the way, people, and this is we've been talking for years to get all this information together and to make this script up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the script is
Right.
the script is right here. It's upside
But
down lettering.
do you reckon
Upside down lettering.
do you reckon that humans like watch your show?
By the way, I'm being sarcastic if anyone's watching this. So I don't know if you understood humor. So
Do you reckon the humans watch your show?
humans, I hope. I don't know if they watch my show. A lot of my human friends make fun of me for it, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
Is that real
It's
fur?
just the way it goes, isn't it? Motherfuckers.
Is that real fur?
No, of course not. I'm vegan.
Good
I always
answer.
have to. It's definitely not real fur. I actually wore this out last night to a bar and I had like 1,000 people ask me as well.
Maybe you should wear a sign on your pack, not real fur.
I know, I need to put a sign. They're like, you're a fake vegan, you're wearing fur. I'm like, it's not real.
So I want you to give a message, because you're so heated up right now. I want you to give a message to humans right now. And then a message
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. To the humans, I'm off them. I'm off them today. Today was probably not a good day to ask me to give a message to the humans.
No, this is a
because
good
you know what? I'd
perception.
just be like, wake
You're
the
being
fuck
honest.
up. Like, wake the fuck up, humans. Like, come on. I feel like shaking them.
Yeah. The truth is on the internet, humans, and start waking up, because look at what you're doing to my friend here. Yeah, it's enough. You're
Look at what you're doing. Like, please wake up so I can like live a better life.
Yeah, no, so we all can live a better
Because
life. I
apart
always
from that,
tell
actually,
humans.
I really love my life. Apart from that, it's just these motherfuckers need to like catch up.
No, I always tell humans that you can literally change your life tomorrow. Stop paying taxes, stop going to work, and stop the fucking money system. You guys can live a fucking blissful life where you have free healthcare, free houses, and everything, and you don't have to listen to the government. You just get rid of the government. You can literally
Yeah.
do that overnight. But you guys are so controlled, so
100%.
conditioned from tradition. Like
No.
what you should be doing is, if you have children, get rid of all your tradition, get rid of Christmas, Easter Bunny, all those lies,
Don't
get rid
send
of
them to
everything from the
school.
beginning.
Please don't send them to school. Like, it's like, that's, I feel like that's the thing that fucked me up the
That's
most, you know?
school fucks a lot of, it's a brainwash tool, right? So
And that's the other thing, like, I think, because we talked about before, like, I have dyslexia, and like all of my teachers all throughout school always like, they're always like, you're not gonna make it, like, you're stupid, you're not gonna make it, blah 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 blah, you know. And then after a number of years, not as though I ever really believed it, because I always thought they were assholes, but it does have some impact, you know.
mm-hmm.
Because I can't like learn their boring information and retain that, like, whatever.
Okay, I want you to give a message to Starseeds. Pretend you're talking to yourself.
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, today's a bit of a weird day for me, but I feel like if I was talking to myself, I'd be like, you know, like, have faith. Like, it's going to be okay. You know, like, this is the mission that we came here to do. And it was never going to be easy. It was, even though it feels like it's harder than you thought it was going to be. But I do feel like we will get there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It might take some time. But I do feel like in the end we'll make it, and and everyone will wake up, and hopefully we can like be free.
This will
I
probably be
feel
one of
like
the hardest incarnations.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, this time, because that's the thing, like, we're the same age, right? And I feel like I've heard a lot of the star seeds came in, you know, like towards the end of the century.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I was dropped off here in 1870, so
1870. The
yeah.
end of the other century.
Yeah, I didn't incarnate until probably 107 years. So wasn't incarnated. So I just, you can be here in soul form and just like learn and watch, and yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. You know, like, do you think this is your first time here? I feel like this is my first time here. I don't feel like I've been here before.
No, I've been here. I was here in about 70,000 years ago when the pyramids were first being built. I was here. I was
Oh,
in
okay.
Egyptian times, but past,
Yeah.
present, and time are all the same. So
Yeah,
I'm
like
just
this
talking human
particular, like,
terms.
slavey vibes.
Mm. Yeah, you could travel. You can even in this body, in your consciousness, you can travel past, present, future at all times in the multiverse. It all exists simultaneously. So,
Yeah.
okay, sweetheart, love and light. Are you gonna be okay?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just so nice to, like, I just needed to speak to someone else who was awake, you know, because sometimes it
You
can get a lot.
you can
It
call
can
me
get,
anytime,
like, it
sweetheart.
can get on top of you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Okay, babe. I'm gonna go. Love and
Thank you
light.
for the chat.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.